So we got someone missing off pole position. Dave Fellows should be there. Don't know what's happened there, but who's that? Hole shotting him from the back. Number 43, I think. Number 43 from about the third row. Cole Williams on the SV 650. This is one class, Formula 3, but we do have a few Pro Twins mixed in that lot there. They're the ones with the orange number boards and are generally SV 650s. The MT-07 Yamaha is applicable to that class. And I think somewhere amongst all that lot we've got a 400 Ninja, and that's third, fourth to the back. It's a bright yellow bike. I think from memory it is number 33. Indeed it is number 33. That's a ZXR 400. Fabiano Pavla Santos. So already a decent lead. This is unusual to have this in the Formula 3 classes. That SJ Cabell? No, SJ Cabell's got a...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it is indeed. Those leathers, but he's been hunted down by, I think, Isaac Markham Barrett there. In second place there. The lead bikes go in on 6-lap journey into Higgins and out, so it is about 70 metres. I'll tell you what, that Isaac Markham Barrett bike is so fast. Yeah, look at him, he just gobbles them up like he's just not even there. Yeah. 27 entrants here, 27 entrants. No Cormac Buchanan possibly, or was Cormac out? You can't see the bike.
That was the IM. He had a bit of a crash here yesterday on the IM and has parked that up for the day. So no, he's not racing in the F3 racing this weekend, but it is going to be Richard Markham Barrett ahead of SJ Cavell.
Oh, it's Richard. I thought it was Isaac, sorry.
And then we go back to Jared Horn, another 650 Pro Twin. We've got action all over the track here. This is going to be pretty good. So we've got a 6-lapper here, and it is Richard Markham Barrett on the Kramer. Pretty cool machine to listen to and even to watch. One of the nicest looking motorcycles in the paddock. And we've got SJ Cavell in there, second place. Jared Horn. We've got the number 56 of Carl Hooper. He's on the special RS125 frame with a 450 engine in it. So that's a cool machine, and that's bringing it back to the original days of F3 where you put different engines and different frames, and a bit of number 8 Kiwi ingenuity. Awesome to see F3 racing. And we've got Kieran O'Neill there in 5th place on the orange SV 650 as well. Plenty of different machines out there, Spider, all adding to the spectacle of our Bike Talk Formula 3.
I understand this bike. I would suspect that this bike number 56 machine of Carl Hooper's is the Scotty Moyer bike. He's had some strong runs at Wongnea and plenty of wins on there. The little wee, yeah, I thought I saw it last weekend with the number 87, which is Scotty's old number on it. So that's a pretty cool weapon, and that is the essence of Formula 3. A TZ125 or RS125 frame with a motocross engine or a dirt bike engine squeezed on in there. You can see them, him 56 machine in third place. So it's Richard Markham Barrett, a 112.899, way off the lap record, a 110.8434, and that is held by Nathaniel Diprose from 2017, and that'll be on one of those 3-cylinder bikes where they disable they get a 600 Yamaha, Honda or Suzuki and disable one of the cylinders and turn it into a 450. It makes the almost perfect Formula 3 or super light bike. So Richard Markham Barrett leads as they come out of the hairpin. He's now got probably 150 metres there on second place. SJ Cavell, we go back to third, and it is Carl Hooper, and in fourth place Jared Horn, Kyron O'Neill, Doyle Matusia, Christopher Vaughan Main, Chris Osborne there in ninth. He was 13th last race. Cole Williams, Ben Tippins. That is about the top 12 riders there, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, this is fantastic. So we're already at half race distance through this one when they cross the line with 3 laps to go, and it is Richard Markham Barrett. No answer for him at the moment, the rest of the pack. I'm not sure what's happened to Dave Fellows. I know he was under a bit of time pressure to get here, so he might have had to shoot off early. Hopefully he's A-OK, because this was a great battle they had last time around. This time it's all up to Richard. He's flying at the moment, so a massive 2.9 second advantage. Back to SJ Cavell, who's got another second and a bit on Carl Hooper. So Carl, definitely the faster bike at the moment. So reeling SJ in. We'll see what happens to that battle there, but it's with SJ at the moment. Carl Hooper definitely a little bit quicker in places on that smaller lightweight bike, and definitely reels him right into the S's, so you can tell where that smaller lightweight chassis of the RS125 puts him under a lot of pressure. So there we go, that one there, that's going through the left-hander at the moment, about half race distance here. We've got another good battle going on for 5th and 6th, Kieran O'Neill and Christopher up here visiting man on the 111 machine. So good to see him right up the sharp end of F3 racing. This is the Bike Talk F3. These guys are going to be good round Whanganui with a massive field of entries. So they've got 27 odd entries, Spider, and that's without the 300 Supersports that were eligible for this class last year. They've got their own class this year, but good to see good numbers in F3 racing.
Oh, indeed, and a big shout out to some of the most important people on the track, the flaggies: Brendan Green, Kelly Green, Brandon, Flathead, Sam, Gingy, Georgia B, Janine Huggins, Denise Garner, sorry, Jason and Paul. Thank you for doing your work all weekend. Thank you for the timing, people. We've been spoilt. This is the first meeting I've ever been to where we've had 4 in the commentary crew. It means we've got a roster. We get a chance to stand down and wander around the pits and learn some gossip. But back onto the track, that battle is strong for second place. SJ Cavell has been hunted down by Carl Hooper. Carl Hooper, that little single there, winding it out of turn 1, goes up on the inside, almost like he's not there, but SJ Cavell comes back at him, doesn't quite get it there. 56 is the number of Carl Hooper. We see Richard Markham Barrett go into the hairpin and out of the hairpin. He's the fastest man on the track, a 1:12.899 for him. He's going to take this to the checkered flag. We've still got 2 laps to go, so I don't want to put the commentator's curse on it there, Brad Ritchie.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a massive advantage. Into Higgins he goes in the second and third, still halfway down the centre straight here. So that battle now is firmly with Carl Hooper. He's taken the advantage right away from SJ Cavell. So that's second and third. Great to have SJ up in the top 3 at the moment. So with the Pudeline Oils, Reach Leathers man, also an MNZ board member. So great to see him. He gives so much back to the sport, and cool to see him up the sharp end. We've got Jared Horn there, another SV 650 twin. He's in 4th place with Kieran O'Neill. Kieran on a GSXR 450, so that's a cool machine. Keeping an eye on that one there. So white flag out, 1 lap to go, and it's Richard Markham Barrett on the Kramer, a class of his own at the moment. Dave Fellow's not entered in this one. He was giving Richard a good run in race number 1, sorry, but it hasn't made the start of this one. So it's all Richard at the moment. Then go back to Carl Hooper, SJ Cavell, Jared Horn, Kieran O'Neill. We'll go to Chris De Fiore, Doyle Matosha, Chris Osborne. Good to see Aussie up there in 8th place. Good result there. Ben Tippins in 9th. Cole Williams up in 10th after that great start. Steve Bridge finds himself in 11th. Vaughan Main and Carl Steadman running out top 13 with Derek Kattenberg and Uriah Ryken. That's your 15 on the lead lap at the moment, and it is Richard Markham Barrett. He's into Higgins already, so merely a formality now, you'd think, Spider.
Indeed. Bike Talk Tamarua bringing you the Formula 3 class. Bike Talk Tamarua as well as the Rutland Arms in. So fastest lap, Richard Markham Barrett into the 112s, 1:12.899. He's got this race under control. We're looking out for where he is, actually. I was looking all the time. He's coming around that big sweeper, coming across the lapper. So class act there, Richard Markham Barrett. It is the final lap here. It is the checkered flag. The white was out. It is the final lap there. He takes the checkered flag, and that rider doesn't quite lap him, so he still gets another lap. 56, Carl Hooper goes through there, and then it is one of the board members, SJ Cavell. Now, it's great to see people think that MNZ is distant from the world, distant from the riders. No, we've got Dennis Charlotte, a board member, riding this weekend, was riding 2 weekends ago. We've got SJ Cavell. I went to Greymouth, and there was Scotty Wilkins, another board member. Rod Price there is spannering at several meetings lately. He is a board member as well, so they are in touch with people. They are all approachable. It's just difficult times with everything, and it's great to see those people on the shop floor. And of course, we've got Big Mac there. He's been a board member for number of years, and mate, he's heavily involved as well. They do a lot of work, and remember, they're now running the sport because the office has changed its situation, and they are running the sport. So congratulations to Richard Markham Barrett, SJ Cavell. That was Jared Horn, Kieran O'Neill, Christopher Forey, Chris Osborne, Doyle Matusha, Ben Tippins, Steve Bridge in 10th spot, Cole Williams, Vaughan Main is the top 12, folks. Sidecars next.
Yeah, that's brilliant stuff. Thank you to Bike Talk and Tamarua, Russell and the team. The at home, Suzuki and Yamaha Polaris in the King Country and Tamarua area. So fantastic. They've been a supporter for a number of, and 30 years experience of being a bike shop there in the King Country. We're going to cross it down to Neil. He's got our F3 podium, and it is going to be Richard Markham Barrett ahead of Carl Hooper and SJ Cavell. We've got 1 more to go. Sidecars up next, so hang around for our Carl Cox Motorsport F1 and F2 sidecars, and we will be with you shortly. So over to you, Neil, with the podium.
Well, here we go with an opportunity to catch up with our.
Gone right in.
Oh, I tell you what, oh mate, that's the elite. That's Pewdling Oils out there, and SJ. What a way to finish the day. That's pretty awesome.
Mate, after the week I've had, I'm stoked with that, eh? It's been a big one, Neil, I tell you. So last weekend having that little crash, it did a heap of damage internally to the gearbox. So big thanks to GR and Louis for fixing the bike up for me during the week, and to my old man, he's got a bit of work ahead of him before Nationals, but that's all right. So to the whole team, Dan, been awesome all weekend, and to come away with a podium is good for our sponsors, Pewdling Oil and Bridgestone Tyres, and we're looking forward to Nationals now, Neil.
Yeah. The fact that I don't think we've repeated ourselves. We've had 4 races so far, and it hasn't been the same 3 on the podium, and I suggest going into Wanganui the same again, so this title's still wide open. Yeah,
for sure. It's F3's like that, eh? It just throws up everything that you can possibly think of with bikes with 90 horsepower and bikes with less horsepower that are faster in the corners, and that's what makes it such exciting racing to watch, I'm sure.
Yeah, do you like Wanganui?
I'm not going.
Oh, hey?
Yeah, I'm having time off.
Oh, mate, cheapest, feeble excuse. So here we are, an opportunity to talk about more. Here he is, the busiest man out here today. Carl, tell us about the bike. Is it
perfect score in Taupo, perfect score here at Manfeild. Must have a good.
Excellent. Good. We were just worried because we thought using similar numbers. We wondered whether it was. Tell us about the build.
We started it when they cancelled Nationals. I rode down to the storage unit, picked it up, took it up to the workshop, and we'll
see you there. Good
out. And then ever since then, it's been
have a good Christmas.
Decision probably.
All right, I think we're done.
I still have to hold from there, and getting it ready's been a bit of a mission. But like to get 2 podiums on the first time riding it, it just makes all of that work worthwhile, and shows the potential the bike has. So we'll be looking forward to developing it and getting a bit quicker.
I say more the potential that you have as a rider. That's an outstanding year. Bang, you're doing it in the posties and you're doing it with this. What's for people to get familiar with? What's the contrast between this and that ZXR? Like, they're miles apart.
Oh yeah, they're way different. So this bike probably weighs less than me with all of my gear on, and that postie's probably 150 odd kgs. So the lines are all different, braking points, and this bike just corners so fast, but you got to do that to make up for down the straights. And the Kawasaki's are, you got to get it hooked up out of the corner, but they're 2 completely different bikes, and it helps being able to ride 2 different bikes, better skill set. So just enjoying the racing, and can't wait to see what this bike can do in the future.